Niagara County Community College is proud to present to you the Niagara County Sheriff's Department Color Guard and the Celtic Spirit Pipe Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating students of the Niagara County Community College class of 2014, led by Honorary Marshals Dr. Leon Smith and William Patterson, representing the class of 1965, helping us to celebrate our 50th commencement. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty and administrative staff of Niagara County Community College, led by the most senior members of the faculty and faculty marshals, Professor Joan Mooney and Professor David Nemi. Also led by honorary marshals Dr. Ken Raymond and Larry Law, two original faculty members helping us to celebrate the 50th commencement. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Niagara County Legislature, members of the College Board of Trustees, the College Vice Presidents, our keynote speaker, Mr. Jim Tollner, and College President, Dr. James Kleisik. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Niagara County Sheriff's Department and the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by Nccc alumnus Lisa Surace. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to introduce Nccc Board of Trustee member Vincent Chinestri for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Gentlemen, please remove your hats and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming.
Please remain standing for the invocation given by Trustee Kevin Schuler.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for giving this graduating class of 2014 the tenacity to reach this important milestone in their lives. We pray that our graduates leave us today filled with hope for their futures. May they tackle life's challenges with vigor and view every change that comes their way as an opportunity to fulfill their goals and to make a difference. We are filled with gratitude that you have seen fit to bestow upon our graduates the love and support of their family and friends, and that our graduates will leave here today having formed lifelong friendships. We pray those friendships will help propel them through life's journey. Together, we seek your blessing for what is yet to come for these graduates. Bless them continually with imagination and insight. Give them the strength to persevere during the rough times and fill them with laughter throughout their lives. It is in your name, above all others, that we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Trustees Genestri and Schuler. Good morning. I'm Henry Wojtasek, Chairman of the Niagara County Community College Board of Trustees. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome you to our 50th annual commencement ceremony. We are pleased to welcome two members of the first graduating class of Nccc as honorary marshals for today's ceremony. Dr. Leon Smith and my good friend, William Patterson. They are both Nccc distinguished alumni, and they led the student procession here today, so thank you both. We would also like to welcome Dr. Ken Raymond and Larry Law, two original members of the Nccc faculty who are serving as honorary faculty marshals here today. Thank you. We are also proud to welcome this year's graduating military and veteran students who, in honor of NCCC's 50th commencement and Armed Forces Day next weekend, will today be wearing a special red, white, and blue cord with their caps and their gowns as appreciation for their distinguished service and sacrifice. Please join me in thanking them for their dedicated service to our country. And finally, welcome to the graduating class of 2014. I know I speak for the entire board in offering my sincere congratulations to the NCCC class of 2014. The role of the Board of Trustees is to develop policies which ensure the college has a vision and a direction that meets the needs of our residents here at Niagara County Community College. It is our responsibility, along with the college administration, faculty, and staff, to maintain the high standards of excellence that Niagara County Community College has always stood for. I would like now to introduce to you the members of the NCCC Board of Trustees who are here with us today. Could the trustees please stand as I call your name? Vice Chairperson Kevin C. Schuler, Financial Secretary Gina Virtuoso, Secretary James Ward, Trustee Vincent R. Ginestri, Trustee Malcolm A. Needler, Trustee Sheila Smith, and Student Trustee Alyssa Zidell. Class of 2014, you have been prepared to be the future workforce and the future leaders of our community. I hope this day is a major step toward fulfilling your personal vision. Today is about your hopes and dreams and the will to achieve them. I would now like to introduce one of the many people in this room who share the same hopes and dreams for you. Please welcome the President of Niagara County Community College, Dr. James P. Kleisik.
Thank you, Chairman Watazik. Welcome, everyone, and thank you all for joining us for our 50th commencement ceremony. It's a special day. And welcome to all of you in our theater today joining us. I'm pleased to introduce the Vice Presidents taking part in today's ceremony. I ask that they stand. Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Eunice Bellinger. Vice President for Finance and Information Technology, Mr. William Schickling. Vice President of Student Services, Ms. Julia Pittman. Vice President for Operations, Mr. Mike Dombrowski, and Vice President for Academic Auxiliary Services, Ms. Paula Sandy. Thank you to our 4 student marshals. Would they please stand? Wendy Kuhn, John Sakalian, Nicole Stone, and Shandon Tuwana. Thank you as well to 2 members of our first graduating class, Dr. Leon Smith and Mr. Bill Patterson, who led our students in today. I'm also pleased to introduce and thank our faculty marshals. These are 2 of our senior faculty, Professor Joan Mooney and Professor David Nemi. Joan is a professor in our Humanities Division and has been on the faculty for 39 years. Mr. David Nemi is a professor of business and is coordinator of business administration. He's a distinguished alumni and a previous recipient of the President's Award for Excellence in Advisement. Also joining us, as you know, is Dr. Ken Raymond and Larry Law, 2 original faculty members of the college. I would like to acknowledge presidential partners who are here with us today. Presidential partners contribute over $1,000 per year to our NCCC Foundation Scholarship Fund and participate in college and foundation activities throughout the year. We have more than 50 generous individuals serving as presidential partners this year, and some are able to join us today. I would ask that any of our presidential partners who are here today please stand so we can recognize you for your contributions to our students. Thank you very much. I bring you greetings from several individuals who unfortunately couldn't be here this morning. And that starts at the top. Our Chancellor of the State University of New York, Dr. Nancy Zimpher, Senator George Maziarz, Assemblyman John Soretto, Niagara County Legislature Majority Leader Rick Updegrove, Niagara County Legislature Minority Leader Dennis Virtuoso, and Senator Chuck Schumer. Well, now, welcome. I have the easy job. We have a guest speaker who does the heavy lifting today. What I do is hopefully bring everybody together and help the graduates recognize how they got here today. It's on days like today, at events such as this, where we are looking into the future, but we also find ourselves looking at our past and how we got here. You all probably have memories from your past of teachers, bus drivers, coaches, office staff, guidance counselors, administrators, people from all the way back to elementary school, middle school, high school, and for some of our students, they have been at Nccc before, have been at other colleges and have returned. Those people in our past are indeed important. This morning, I'd like to help you recognize all the people here with you today who, in so many ways, are graduating with you today. So let's take a few moments to acknowledge their help. First of all, I would ask all the husbands, the wives, the partners, the significant others of our graduates to stand so that the graduates and all of us may recognize your contribution to our graduates. Husbands, wives, partners, and significant others, stand. It's your time to be recognized. Now, moms, dads, stepmothers, stepfathers, even mothers-in-law, just fathers-in-law. Please stand so that our graduates may recognize you and all the help you've provided, encouragement and support. Much of what we accomplished could not be done without the support of the very people who, when we were much younger, on the very same day could love us like no one else and then terrorize us. And of course, those are brothers and sisters and stepbrothers and stepsisters and foster brothers and foster sisters. Would all of you stand up so our graduates can recognize you? We are inspired by our elders. They were probably even there on your first day, and they are here today to celebrate with you. Would all of our grandmothers and grandfathers please stand so that our graduates may recognize you? Aunts, uncles, godparents, cousins, and friends. They all play important roles in our lives. Will all of our graduates' aunts, uncles, godparents, and friends please stand and be recognized? Many of our students have children, and many of which have violated all the fire regs this morning, probably by them sitting on your lap. So many of our students have children. So first of all, would all of our graduates here today who have children please stand so your kids can see you. And now, would all your children of our graduates please stand and wave and holler at Mom and Dad, they're finally done. Thank you. We have a strong college administration guided by a board of trustees committed to this college and funded by a robust and supportive county legislature. Would all of our administrators, college trustees, foundation board members, and county legislators please stand and be recognized for your contributions to our graduates here today. And finally, where would we be without our faculty and staff? They work each and every day to help our students achieve success. And everything from the appearance of the lawns and the gardens, the perfection with which your chairs were set today, the caring and concern of every one of our support staff, who many times become cheerleaders, advocates, mentors, and friends for our students. In all of our student services areas, counseling, advising, tutoring, and support. And of course, our faculty, whether it's in class, in the lab, in a tutoring session, in the hallway, on an internship, or late at night, online when they're both in their pajamas somehow. Without all of these people, we wouldn't be Nccc. Will all of our faculty and staff please stand so that our graduates and all of us can recognize you. Finally, next Saturday, May 17th, is Armed Forces Day. America's Armed Forces have answered the call to serve our nation. Please join me in expressing gratitude to all of our students, families, guests, faculty, and staff here today who have served or who are today serving in the armed forces. Would all of you please stand so that we may recognize you? And we thank you for your service. My message, graduates, is simply congratulations to all of you. And to everyone else here, the same congratulations to all of you and the help you've provided the graduates to get here today. Graduates, thank you for letting Nccc play a role in this important part of your life. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Klizak. Believe it or not, over 50 years ago, there was an actual debate among Niagara County elected officials regarding the establishment of Niagara County Community College. That is obviously not the case today, as the members of our Niagara County legislature enthusiastically serve as the college sponsor. Bill Ross, who is the chairman of the Niagara County legislature and has a dual role as a Board of Trustee member, was unable to be here with us today. So I'd like to, at this time, introduce the members of the Niagara County legislature that are here with us today. Representing the 4th District, County Legislator Owen T. Steed. Please stand up. Representing the 8th District, Rich Andres, whose grandfather was a founding member of this college and also served as a Board of Trustees member for about 50 years. So, Rich Andres. And from the 14th District, Dr. John Syracuse. Thank you all for being here this morning. On behalf of the entire Niagara County Legislature, congratulations to the class of 2014. The President's Medallion is normally awarded each spring to a graduating sophomore student who has contributed significantly to the development of the co-curricular programs here at the college. It recognizes academic achievement as well as outstanding out-of-the-classroom accomplishments. This year, there were 2 students who exhibited such outstanding qualities that we have 2 President's Medallion recipients this year. Please join me in congratulating the 2014 President's Medallion Award recipients, Reed Okanuski and Alyssa Zidell. I now invite Reed to introduce this year's commencement speaker.
Thank you, Trustee Wojtelczak. In honor of the college's 50th commencement ceremony, we are pleased to welcome an Nccc alumnus back to campus as today's honored speaker. Jim Tollner has been president and general manager of WGRZ-TV, the Gannett-owned NBC affiliate in Buffalo, New York, since August 11th of 2003. He had served as general sales manager of WGRZ-TV since March of 2001. To put that into perspective, some of our graduates here today were just completing first grade when Mr. Tollner began his present job. Mr. Tollner was named Gannett Manager of the Year for 2008. This award honors top leaders at the company for their management skills, leadership, innovation, and business ability, and is chosen for over 150 leaders. For 2010, he was awarded Gannett's Best Half Salesperson, an award honoring general managers who directly contribute most of the revenue results of his or her station. In 2013, Mr. Tollner was selected as Broadcasting and Cable Magazine's GM of the Year for the entire United States in mid-sized markets. Mr. Tollner is a native of North Tonawanda, New York, graduated from Nccc in 1978 with a degree in liberal arts and sciences, math, and science. He graduated from the State University of New York at Buffalo in 1981 with a Bachelor of Science degree in management with a marketing concentration. Prior to serving as General Sales Manager at WGRZ-TV, Mr. Tollner was General Sales Manager at WOOD-TV in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He began his career at the Buffalo News as an account executive and later as a sales manager, then moved to television and held positions at the local ABC and CBS affiliates as an account executive, local sales manager, and national sales manager. In his free time, Mr. Tollner enjoys spending time with his wife Bernie and daughters Brittany and Kristen. He also enjoys golfing and volunteering for his favorite charities, Skating Association for the Blind and Handicapped, and Opportunities Unlimited of Niagara. It is my pleasure to introduce to the class of 2014 our keynote speaker, Mr. Jim Tollner.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Reed, President Kleizek, and thank you to the Board of Trustees, county legislators, and everyone in the Nccc community for inviting me here to speak today. And I really appreciate you, not pointing out that I did the 3-year plan here at Nccc. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You see, they had this thing called college hour where the entire academic portion of the school was shut down in the middle of the day on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And well, the Marlboro Inn was the place to be. And it was often hard to get back to class. So anyway, I digress already. And thank you, parents, especially moms on this Mother's Day weekend. My mom is no longer with us, but I am definitely my wife's oldest child. So class, do something special for the most important person in your life up to this point. You know, maybe a tattoo removal pledge, or at least make your bed tomorrow and put your phone away during dinner. Most of all, congratulations to you, class of 2014. You've shown commitment and focus and are the smartest and best-looking class ever. Well, maybe second most. Are there any 1978ers out there? All right. I'm told at least half of you will be moving on to a 4-year school and others will begin your career. Many of you, as I did, juggled school and a job, so you have a taste of what that's all about. I'm honored to be your speaker for the 50th commencement of Nccc. How things have changed since then. 50 years ago, Sanborn, or Pekin more specifically, was just a very rural, mostly farmland. Oh, I guess it still is. The college started in the city of Niagara Falls, which was at the height of its powers and population of over 100,000 residents. Now it has less than half of that, and let's say some challenges. Nccc, however, has gone from a former cereal plant nicknamed Nabisco Tech that had just 5 curricula and a few hundred students to today where it has 2 campuses, over 7,000 students, and 70 curricula. And I think that deserves a round of applause. As Reed said in the introduction, I've spent most of my career in the television business. So some of the stories I will relate today refer to the news and entertainment. Even those of us who, like me, came up through the business side of TV, we like to use the entertainment jargon. So in that vein, let me say that this speech today, especially for someone like me behind the scenes, is what we might call a tough gig. This is a big arena, a much bigger crowd than I've ever spoken to before, and many of you might be distracted or perhaps were overserved a little bit last night. There are people of all ages to relate to, including parents, faculty, alumni, trustees that might be put off if I'm a bit too blunt, which I've been told is one of my strengths. I must confess also that I don't remember who the commencement speaker was at my own graduation. I do remember my friends, some of which I never saw again, my family, and I remember worrying I would trip on the stairs coming up. I noticed they have railings and a ramp here today, so don't worry about that. So it is with this knowledge that I might soon be forgotten and the anxiety that I will not make everyone happy that I say, what the heck, YOLO. That's you only live once to us fellow baby boomers. This is a very exciting time for you, but also, I'm sure, one of uncertainty as well. So my message is to remind you and assure you about three things. First, this is a great time in history to start a career. Secondly, you are the person to succeed, to lead, and to make a difference. And lastly, to make sure and enjoy the ride. So first, why is now a great time? Well, let me illustrate just how things have changed for the better. But I need some class participation, shall we say. Consider it your last assignment. Everyone who has a cell phone with them, please stand up. Okay, and now everyone who engages in social media, whether that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, clap your hands. All right, thank you. You can sit down now. All right, that was not really about an illustration, you see, but I bet my wife and daughter that I could get a standing ovation. Seriously, we are experiencing a communications revolution. The vast majority of you are what is known as digital natives, #millennials, people who have known nothing else but the digital world. Very few business leaders today have taken a selfie while waiting in line for a cupcake, then Snapchatted it, Instagrammed the responding text. Spotify or Spotify makes us throw up our hands and tweeting your Vine, well, you get the picture. Actually, I just learned how to do that this week. But believe me, the timing of your life experience and talents are needed by the business world more than you know. You may think that this is a very difficult time economically, politically, and that it's a historically tough job market, that opportunities are scarce, that you won't be able to achieve and live the standard of living that your parents had. I can assure you that you should ignore the noise, the negativity, and untruths put out by special interests in politics, sorry legislators, entertainment, and the business world. See, they all have an agenda that gloom plays into. When I came out of college and entered the job market, it was the first week of January 1981. Economically, the misery index, which is the inflation plus unemployment rates, exceeded 20%, well more than double the present level, or even at the height of what has been referred to as the Great Recession just a couple of years ago. Inflation at the time being over 10% annually made it so even if you had a job, you couldn't keep up. Iran had been holding 52 American hostages for well over a year, and America's brand and influence was at its lowest in 70 years. Manufacturing, which had supported untold millions of families with the American dream, was in upheaval. However, immediately following that, the 1980s and 90s brought about the biggest accumulation of wealth ever, near zero unemployment, and the United States won the Cold War, bringing freedom to Eastern Europe. So the lesson there is, all these things are cyclical. They are transitory, and there is always opportunity. Warren Buffett, I hope you've heard of him, one of the wealthiest men in the world. His company owns Geico, he owns the Buffalo News, and many other companies around the world, argues quite convincingly that the vast majority of Americans today, those with a job and a place to live, have a better standard of living than John D. Rockefeller did when he was likely the richest man in the world back in the early 1900s. We all now have homes that are warm in winter, cool in summer, unprecedented mobility, readily available quality food, refrigerators, indoor plumbing, great medical care. We can also watch all our favorite team sporting events from the comfort of our own homes on remarkably high-definition televisions, which I'm especially proud of. And I could go on. But now we are in the midst of a communications revolution, inspiring remarkable innovations, and all of you are uniquely positioned to thrive in it. In the past year, I have really taken to Twitter. Please follow me. Not now, but later. I must admit, it is replacing television in some respects for breaking news. By the way, Twitter has also been great for TV viewing, especially adding interest in viewers for big events. The combo is a great two-screen experience and a great opportunity for those of us in television. But for instance, just a few months ago, after the NFC Championship game, you may remember when Richard Sherman of the Seattle Seahawks had his post-game interview meltdown. One of our research executives observed that if you were on Twitter, within 20 minutes of that interview, you saw opinions from countless experts and celebrities, learned that Sherman went to Stanford, that his SAT score was 980, by the way, a bit low for Stanford acceptance generally, that he was a communications major. The head of Stanford's communications department's bio was put up as someone called him out and said, "Explain yourself." There was a Google map of the Compton neighborhood that he grew up in and a link to area crime stats. All of this without trying too hard and all in just 20 minutes. There is, of course, a lot of misinformation, premature conjecture, and blather out there. Whether or not all this immediacy and volume of interaction is enhancing the human condition and experience, that's a metaphysical question. Practically, though, this era is here to stay. So for all of you who have these skills, now is a great time to start a career. Secondly, let's talk about the power of you. You are all capable of much more than you think. Here's what one of modern history's greatest leaders, the late Nelson Mandela, said first at a graduation, and it understandably has been repeated at a few others. He said, "Our worst fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world." So today I submit that you are the person to succeed, to lead, and to do great things. Your academic achievement that we celebrate today is testament to your intelligence, discipline, and focus. The last two of those qualities are getting scarcer in this multi-screen, multi-device age, but you have proven you possess them. Your skills and knowledge are in demand. There will be plenty of times when you have an opposing idea because you come to the problem with no preconceived notions or limits. You don't care that that's the way it's always been done because you are innovative and you see a better way, and that is extremely valuable. But there will also be times when you are just wrong because you are young and inexperienced, and you should respect and listen to those who have forged the trail successfully before you. That's an important one to remember. Generally, though, you need to act and do it decisively. It is the only way to accomplish anything, to plot your course, and to make a difference. We have never progressed anywhere at Channel 2 unless we did it boldly. Otherwise, no one notices. Don't be afraid to try, and don't be afraid of failure, especially when you are young. It's axiomatic. We all learn more from our mistakes than from our success. Believe in yourself and find your inner voice. As Henry Ford so succinctly put it, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're probably right. And finally, enjoy the ride. Life, personally and professionally, is filled with plot twists, and there are lots of electives. You may think you know what you want to do, or you may have no idea. Just make sure you get in the game. Take some risks. You'll meet all kinds of people and experience all kinds of things that will influence you, help you find your strengths, and find your loves in work and life. If a direction does not pan out, don't be discouraged. I was fired from my first job as a drug delivery boy, for a pharmacy. The state employment office sent me on 3 interviews, 2 for dishwashing and 1 for a commission sales job. Guess which one I got? I loved the work and the rewards. It resulted in me changing majors from pharmacy and engineering to management and marketing. Most importantly, I met my wife at that sales job, which is the single best thing that ever happened to me. A couple of years later, I had an industrial steel sales job, and they closed the Buffalo distribution office. When they made the announcement, I volunteered to deliver the press release to the 2 newspapers in town. There was no email at the time. I bumped into an old acquaintance at one and interviewed with his boss right on the spot, and I got my first job in media, accidentally. Turns out I always had an inner advertising voice inside of me. Later, when I started my career in television, my mother told me that as soon as I learned to talk, rather than nursery rhymes, I started reciting television commercials to anyone who would listen. But it took a journey to help me find what my passion was. I also urge you to enrich your life with purpose. Volunteer, contribute, mentor. It can be the most lasting and fulfilling part of the journey, and you will help others. Whether it's for your creator, karma, or just to help a neighbor, it pays lasting dividends in every direction. That is one of the great things in my work at Channel 2. We support so many causes and people creating value for others, and it makes Western New York a better place to live. In closing, the given in all this is that you have to do the work. At times, you have to work your butt off. Without it, success and purpose are either non-existent or fleeting. You never want to fail because you gave it half a try. And well, I don't want to end on what we used to call a bummer, but I have one piece of bad news. That recurring, anxiety-filled dream that you have, that the semester is about to end, and there is this class that you need to graduate, but you've not attended yet, it's 30 years later, I still get it. But chillax. You wake up and it all feels good. Congratulations, class of 2014. I hope you have an amazing life.
Thank you, Jim, for that truly inspirational speech. I would now like to bring forward Trustee Sheila Smith to introduce our musical performance.
I am extremely proud to introduce this year's musical interlude performed by two graduating sophomores in music majors. Kelly Mojay is graduating from Niagara County Community College with an associate degree in music. She's a 2012 graduate of Wilson High School, where she appeared in the high school productions of Footloose and the Phantom of the Opera. Currently, she is a church musician for the United Methodist Church of Ransomville and the United Methodist Church of Warren's Corners. She plans to pursue a baccalaureate degree program in psychology. Joshua Vacanti is graduating from Niagara County Community College with an associate degree in music. He is a 2012 graduate of Lockport High School, where he sang the lead role in the high school's production of The Phantom of the Opera. He also appeared in Les Miserables for the Niagara Falls Theater Company, Theater in the Mist. Presently, he is co-worship leader in His Presence Church in Lockport. Josh has been awarded music scholarships and accepted at 3 local music colleges. He plans to complete a baccalaureate degree program in music performance. Kelly and Joshua will perform The Prayer, first performed by Andrea Bocelli and Celine Dion. The meaning of the Italian text is that we all long for a world where pain, sorrow, and broken hearts will be mended as we reach for the sky. Please welcome Kelly Mojay and Joshua Vacanti.
I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go.
And help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace,
To a place where we'll be
go out each night. Remind us where you are. Let this be our prayer. When shadows fill our day, lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. Sono mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia, di speranza. And watch us from above. We hope each soul will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer. Just like every child needs to find a place.
Guide us with your grace.
Give us faith so we'll be safe. E la fede che hai acceso in noi. Sento che ci
Thank you, Kelly and Josh, for that amazing performance. Okay, the moment has arrived. Now it is time for our graduates to take that proud walk. President Kleisik and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Eunice Bellinger, will now preside over the conferring of degrees and certificates. They will be assisted by Nccc trustees Gina Virtuoso and James Ward.
Will the candidates for the degrees and certificates please rise? President Kleisik, I am pleased to present to you all the candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Science, Associate in the Arts, and all the certificates. These students have been recognized by the faculty and administration as having fulfilled all degree requirements.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, and by the Board of Trustees of Niagara County Community College, upon the fulfillment of all the requirements and upon the recommendations of the Vice Presidents and the faculty of Niagara County Community College, I am pleased and privileged and do hereby confer upon you now assembled and upon those in absentia, with all the privileges, rights, and responsibilities, the degrees of Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Science, Associate in Arts, and all certificates.
Please be seated. At this time, I ask the student marshals proceed with preparing the graduates to process on stage. Students designated graduating with merit have achieved a curriculum grade point average of 3.3 or better. Those designated with distinction have achieved a curriculum grade point average of 3.6 or better. Those designated with high distinction carry a curriculum grade point average of 3.8 or better. I ask that you hold your applause until all names have been read and all degrees awarded. Reed T. Okanowski, co-recipient of the 2014 President's Medallion, recipient of the SUNY's Chancellor Award for Student Excellence. William Joseph Block III. Leanne Jewel Abbey. Jasmine Celinda Adams. Sorry. Brooklyn Ahern. Barbara Alicia. Stephanie Lee Allen. Brianna Pinky Amos. Shawana M. Shawana Arcaresi. Brent James Atkinson. Kelly M. Mojay. Joshua Joseph Vicanti. Kyle David Azarella. Elizabeth L. Backless. Chelsea Victoria Major. Amanda Nicole Balcom. Ryan Lee Ballantyne. Angela Marie Barthel. Kasira Batul. Keisha M. Bedgood. Nicole Marie Benedict. Julia A. Bennert. Eric R. Berner with high distinction. Stacy Anne Marie Beisinger with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa, Nccc's Honors Institute graduate. Anthony D. Blask. Tiara Chanel Boone. Tonya Bostic. Janet Amanda Yvonne Bowers, recipient of the Science, Health, and Mathematics Excellence in Medical Assisting Advisory Award. Kelsey K. Brady. Matthew Brooks. Heather Amanda Brown with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Taisha Walene Brown. Christopher Buchanan. Melissa Burt with merit. Catherine E. Butterson. Ryan Gled Bibziak. Brittany Caldwell. John Philip Cavanella, Phi Theta Kappa. April Elizabeth Corella with merit. Nathan Todd Carpenter. Jenna Irene Elizabeth Carroll with distinction. Michael Dwayne Gregory Carson. Jason Carter with merit. Lee R. Carter. Kelsey Marie Cassidy, Phi Theta Kappa. Dawn Marie Charles. Erica Michelle Sierri. Maggie Rebecca Coffis. Jason C. Collier. Vaughn Sebastian Collingridge. Vandelia Crump. Travis Treat Cunningham with distinction. Jessica L. Curry with high distinction. Ryan J. Saja. Carolyn Elizabeth Serwinski. Caitlin M. Doherty. Danielle Marie DeLong. Tyler W. DeMay with merit. Amber Nicole DeMonico. Francine Lynette Dennis. Brian Anthony DeLeon. Jenny Lee Diaz. Kathleen Samantha Donahue with merit, Alpha Beta Gamma, Phi Theta Kappa. Elizabeth A. Dre with high distinction. Ashley Marie Duxbury with merit, Phi Theta Kappa. Elizabeth Marie Drabala with merit, Phi Theta Kappa. Samantha Jean Eberl. Melissa Caitlin Philandis with distinction. Heather Lynn Lipsky with high distinction. Alex Haley Fisher, Alpha Beta Gamma, Phi Theta Kappa. Monica Fishman. Alicia Fleming. Michael Vincent Felino with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Caitlin Elizabeth Fox with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Eric Donovan Freshlog with merit. Victoria Ann Friedman. Ryan Patrick Gaffney. Lily Ayana Garcia with distinction. Samantha Lee Garlock with merit. Heidi L. Jeanette with distinction, Alpha Beta Gamma, Phi Theta Kappa. Anthony Xavier Gervais. Leah A. Goshen. Anna Grace Giraffa. Chaz R. Gordner. Kevin Gopal. Jocelyn Amber Grace. Danielle Marie Grenier. Katrina A. Griggs with distinction. Jonathan R. Gross with distinction. Caitlin Marie Gross. Lisa M. Griskoliak. Gregory Ryan Haas. Amy Michelle Harris, Alpha Beta Gamma.
Love you, baby.
Jenna Harvey. Kelly N. Hasley. Adam D. Hayes. Charles Russell Hubble with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Catherine B. Heine. Megan Page Helsden. Harley Jean Marie Hill. Percy L. Hilson Jr. Jennifer E. Hellwig. Floyd Hines. April L. Holler. Jillian R. Holliday. Kyle A. Hook. Duchess Desire Horton with merit. Taylor K. Hosey. Kevin Lee House Jr. Candace L. Hout with merit. Megan Jennifer Huber. Antonio G. Humphrey. Stephanie L. Hunt. Justine Bernadette Jasinski. Andrew H. Johnson. Antoine J. Lynn Johnson. Nicole L. Johnston with merit. Brianna Kishara Jones. Evan Robert Kammerer. Marissa Y. Cargo. Stephanie Cassay with merit. Phi Theta Kappa. Alexis G. Kerr with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Carrie Ann Kirkpatrick. Anne-Marie E. Konecki. Renee Michelle Kopura with merit, Phi Theta Kappa. Brian Curtis Korf with merit. Allison Marie Croth with merit. Catherine Lee Landell. Stephanie Lang. Joseph G. LaPaglia Jr. Thomas L. LaPointe with merit. Crystal Lauer. Samantha Jo Lawson. Shayna Christine Lennon. Joy Letson with merit, Phi Theta Kappa. Julie Marie Liturgy with high distinction. Nicole B. Levine. Demetrius Rayshawn Lewis. Ernie James Balonis Lewis. Seth B. Lieberman with high distinction, recipient of the Arts, Media, and Technology Award for Excellence in Digital Media, Phi Theta Kappa. Alfred D. Legamari II with merit. No, you could just. Lauren E. Lanke, sorry. Jennifer Marie Long. Emmeline A. Lux. Matthew James Maglietto, Sr. Nicholas Andrew Mangano, with merit. James J. Manning, Jr., with high distinction. Megan Elizabeth Martin. Nicole F. Martin, with distinction. Nicholas Arturo Martinez Saroff, with merit, Phi Theta Kappa. Ali Francis Massaletti. Matthew R. McCauley II. Jessica L. McNerney. Eric Tyler Michalski diploma will be presented by his mother and Nccc Technical Assistant, Kathy Michalski. Brianna Lynn Michelson with high distinction, recipient of the Arts, Media, and Technology Award for Excellence in Fine Arts. Rachel Ann Miller with high distinction. Marissa Marie Minio. Tyler James Monahan. Hope Alexander Moore with merit, Phi Theta Kappa. Justin Michael Moore with merit, recipient of the Arts, Media, and Technology Award for Excellence in Computer Information Systems. Jeremy Michael William Moss. Yuldus M. Muktazimova. Tanya Michelle Murray. Corrine Lynn Muska. Tabitha L. Myrtle with merit, Alpha Beta Gamma. Jordan Christopher Naskey, Alpha Beta Gamma. Christopher Stewart Nevinger with merit. Desiree Irene Noker. Sean Thomas O'Leary with merit. Amy Lynn Orlowski. Paige Ann Parfinsky. Michael R. Patinaud. Justin Ray Patterson. Maria Pavlov. Samantha Payne with merit. Anthony Charles Perfetti with merit. Brittany Lynn Perry with high distinction. Justin Charles Phillips. Anthony Mario Pierce. Konstantin Piskorski with high distinction. Craig M. Plant. Jesse Lee Porter with merit. Kavina A. Prince. Rhea Diamond Prine with merit, honor, high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Kelsey Elizabeth Pice. Richard G. Quino with distinction. Elizabeth Ann Rankin. Julie L. Ranney. Corey Michael Rio. Samantha Sherry Ribeck. Amy Elizabeth Ridgway. Charmaine Robinson. April J. Rowley. Tracy Marie Roisi. Jessica Ann Pace.
Congratulations,
Mallory Saker. Simone N. Sanders. Serena Marie Stralk. Tyler M. Schmidt. Timothy James Schultz. Ashley L. Chandra with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa, recipient of the Kenneth Ben Raymond Award for Proficiency in Mathematics. Diploma will be presented by her father, Nccc Professor Sal Chandra. Alexander E. Scott with merit. Tyler Ryan Alexander Scruggs. Eve A. Seiler. Stephen J. Shackleford. Alan W. Sharp with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Joshua David Sharples with merit. Gina Rochelle Shea. Mary Rose Shivers. Michael Ryan Petrek. Zachary Michael Skinner. Catherine Sujeski. May Elizabeth Smith. Patricia Ann Smith with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Nicholas Justice Snyder. Karina Marie Solomon. Stephanie M. Seuss with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Greta Ann Zawarda with high distinction. Edward Greiner Spangenthal with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Teresa Rose Sparacino. Lynn Sparron with distinction. Sarah J. Spencer. Mary K. Spina. Candace Stelmach. Elizabeth Ruth, with high distinction, recipient of the Arts, Media, and Technology Award for Excellence in Music, Phi Theta Kappa. Caitlin Marie Ryder. Brian Robert Stotzel. Karina R. Stover. Brianne E. Strong, with merit. Gulnaz K. Sultan. Ina Denise Taylor, with merit. Gunnar Patrick S. Thomas. Justin A. Thompson. Evan D. Thor. Amanda Lee Tober, with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Tina Marie Torres, with distinction. Andrea Marie Troutman, with merit. Joseph E. Travis. Leah Scott Truesdell. Thomas B. Simith, with high distinction. Stacy Marie Sisson, with merit, Phi Theta Kappa. Shadozi Udazi. Rebecca L. Van Everdingen. Maria Veronica Valise Figueres. Suzanne Verheyen. Corey Thomas Volker, with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa.
But it's all right.
Joseph Ryan Volo. Kimberly Marie Wagner. Joseph Charles Waite, with distinction. Jillian Marie Wakely. Jenna Melissa Wyrick, with merit. Dallas Westberg. Janae Lanier Williams. Zachary Wilson, with distinction. Hannah Lynn Winter, with high distinction. Nicholas J. Stevick. Regis Marquise Cox. Stephanie A. Carr. Marie Catherine Joseph, with merit. Rachel Jane Winter, with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa, Nccc's Honors Institute graduate. Diploma will be presented by her father, distinguished alumnus and former trustee, Ronald Winter. Bethany S. Wojciechowski. Christopher Daniel Wright, with high distinction, Nccc's Honors Institute graduate, Phi Theta Kappa. Ronald Michael Grabluski. Karen Frances Yeager, with merit. Diploma will be presented by her stepmother, Nccc Supervisor of College Nursing Services, Sherry Yeager. Alyssa M. Yeager. Milda Candace Yura. Russell D. Safran. Rosalie Zaldivar. Christine Marie Zupa. Evan DeKalb. Ulysses Tunnage, Jr. Alyssa Michelle Zidell, student trustee, co-recipient of the 2014 President's Medallion. Wendy E. Kuhn with distinction, Alpha Beta Gamma student marshal. John Azador Zakalian with distinction, Alpha Beta Gamma, Phi Theta Kappa, Alpha Beta Gamma student marshal. Nicole Elizabeth Stone with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa student marshal. Chandan Kar Tawana with merit, Phi Theta Kappa student marshal. At this time, the graduates from the nursing program will receive their diplomas and accept their nursing pin. The nursing pin identifies the nurse as a graduate from NCCC's nursing education program. Each school designs their own pin. This pin was created in 1965 when the nursing program was founded. Stacy Lynn Baylor with merit, Phi Theta Kappa. Cheryl Ann Seka with merit. Cara Marie Caserta. Christina M. Callan. Caitlin Elizabeth Botici. Laura Sullivan Buckley. Stephanie K. Brown. Claudia Rachel Bram. Claudine Simone Brown, recipient of the Association of Operating Room Nurses Association Student Award. Joanna L. Bauer. Brittany M. Booth. Courtney L. Bisher with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Chelsea Catherine Benskowski with merit. Jamie Nicole Bacho. Stacy A. Basile with distinction. Danielle Rose Hahn with distinction. Sean Gulat with distinction. Dana Grisanti. Megan Elizabeth Fracasso. Lynn J. Fletcher. Tracy Sue Fleischman with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Sarah Elizabeth Emmel. Ashley Michelle Edwards with high distinction. Shayna L. Dichter with high distinction. Danielle L. Duffy. Natalie Kane DeMel. Jessica Lynn Dolansky with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa, recipient of the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. Danielle A. DiPasquale with merit. Cassidy Rose Cox. Suzanne I. Conhetti with merit. Francesca Cerulli with merit. Samantha Jo Odabachin. Julie Nami. Mallory A. Mobes. Chelsea Lynn McKenna with distinction, recipient of the Clinical Nursing Achievement Award. Derek M. McCoy. Dawn McKay. Okay. Yeah. Stephanie T. Mays with merit. Amanda Marie Martin. Jada Camilla Love. Samantha Lynn Levering. Danielle Louise Lafar. Kelly Ann Leffler. Courtney L. Carpy with merit. Shelby Ann Hillard with merit. Nicole M. Hallmark. Amanda Marie Stickney. Christine M. Sperduti. Sandra J. Smith. Holly N. Smith. Erica Renee Shamrock. Evelyn Marie Ruth with high distinction, Phi Theta Kappa, recipient of the Ilana T. Perone Nursing Achievement Award. Danielle Marie Rotolo with merit, Phi Theta Kappa. Shannon M. Roth. Kelly M. Robinson with merit. Caitlin Christina Rivers. Anna Pearl Rathgeber. Amal El Kazem. Michaela Brady Powell. Hillary Ann Poole, Phi Theta Kappa. Alyssa Marie Pandolfino. Katie Marie Potoric. Gina Loretta Zito. Amanda Ziegler with merit. Robin Lynn Williams. Lindsay J. Williams with distinction. Kelsey Rose Wildgoes with distinction. Letitia Monique Welch. Jennifer Rose Weaver. Amanda Michelle Viscuso with distinction, Phi Theta Kappa. Bethany A. Varney with merit. Tiffany Ann Tyron. Elizabeth Irene Toohey. Diploma will be presented by her mother and Ccc librarian, Jeannie Toohey. Elizabeth Ann Trasco with merit. Nicole R. Thompson. Shannon P. Taylor. Jacqueline Amanda Zaluga with high distinction. Emily Ann Strabel. Traditionally, when nursing graduates complete their education and receive their PINs, the Nightingale Pledge is recited to their healthcare consumers in attendance. Originally written in 1893 to honor Florence Nightingale, it has been updated several times, but the moving spirit behind the pledge still remains as a statement of the ethics and principles of the nursing profession. We invite all nurses in attendance to stand and renew their commitment to the profession of nursing by reciting the pledge with the graduates. The graduates and any nurses in the audience, please rise. As you can see it up there now, if you recite with me, I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly, profession of nurse. Now, if I can ask the remaining graduates who are seated to please stand. This concludes the awarding of the Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Science, Associate in Arts, and certificates. You are now an official Niagara County Community College graduate, and you may now move your tassel from the right to the left.
Here come bad news, talking this and that.
I ask that you now all stand for the benediction and remain at your seats until all the graduates, dignitaries, faculty, and administrators have exited. Today's benediction will be given by Nccc Board of Trustee member Malcolm A. Needler.
Heavenly Father, please bless these graduates as they go forth into the world as strong leaders, guiding others with intelligence and kindness. Bless them as they speak to the good work and blossom into the leaders of tomorrow. May these graduates bask in the joy of this day, and may they carry all they have learned with them as they move on with the next phase of their lives. Let them embrace the joys they have ahead of them. Provide them with your guiding light to see them through challenging times, and give this graduating class of 2014 the rewards they so richly deserve. For all these things we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Trustee Needler. Speaking on behalf of the Board of Trustees, President Kleizek, the administrators, faculty, and staff, I would like to congratulate all of our graduates and families, and thank you so much for making today so special. Enjoy the receptions and have a great day.